Welcome back, my regular individuals, to another episode of A Word with Erica. I know I was supposed to record or post a video last week. I do apologize. I have been a little under the weather. My regular individuals, for those individuals who are watching for the first time, welcome. For those of you who are returning, thank you and welcome back. And to those individuals who are watching and have been watching for a while but have not yet subscribed, I would thoroughly and greatly appreciate it if you did that. Okay, so today, we are going to talk about treating people with dignity and respect. And it's funny because I was supposed to have recorded this video 2 weeks ago. But again, I've been under the weather. And every day this week, I have heard someone talk about something along the lines of treating people with respect. I am a big stickler for that. I think as humans, we sometimes forget that people are human. Like, we're human. We all are. And we all have feelings, and we all deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. Not really sure why it's so hard for some of us to treat people as if they matter or as if they are a person, but we all are. Like, regardless of whatever feelings, implicit biases that you may have, we are called by God to treat people with decency, dignity, and respect. My shirt says, "I too am human. Please treat me with dignity and respect." And I don't really think that there needs to be an explanation. But I think what we need to do as regular individuals is just think. Like, when was the last time I mistreated somebody? When was the last time I didn't regard people as a human? When was the last time I acted as if I mattered more than them or they didn't? And it goes along the lines of the same one that we did last time. You don't know where someone's capacity ends. You could be the difference between hope and destruction. And I know I did promise you guys that I would make a shirt to show you guys. I did, and I have it, so I'm just going to show it to you. So just bear with me one moment. But while we're waiting on the shirt to come, I just feel like the world is so crazy. The world is just janky. Like, we already have racism. We have sexism. We have LGBTQ plus IA plusism. We have hateism. Like, us as humans are ridiculous. Give me one moment. My assistant is having a hard time locating the shirt. One moment. Oh, she's having a hard time locating the shirt because I'm sitting on it. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Sitting on it. I was ready. I was. But then I lost it. Anyway, excuse all the wrinkleness. I wore it already. It says, "Be kind to others. You don't know where their capacity ends. You could be the difference in hope and destruction." And I think that it's all really important, because we don't know where someone is, but we know where we are. And we know that everyone, regardless of how you feel about them, regardless of if you know them or not, regardless if they look funny, regardless if they are involved in something you may not agree with, regardless of if you know them or not, every single human deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, because they are human. There's absolutely no way that we can treat others as if they don't matter, or they're not important, or they're not even human. Let's just, as simple as somebody being human. There's no way we're going to treat someone like that and be okay if they treat us that way. There's no way anybody would feel good about walking into a room or walking into a space, or that they feel that they have been made to feel less than. Like, there's no way you're going to be okay with that if it were you. So why on earth would you be okay with doing that to someone else? It doesn't matter if they've done something to you. If they have, address it. We are called to treat people with kindness. I'm going to share a personal story. This person may not like it, but hey, it's the truth. We are getting a new boss at my job. And my current boss, she called a meeting and she was telling everybody, hey, your new person is here. And I did explain to her that, you guys are my team and you're not going to respect her right away, or don't come in here being a bully or anything. While I understand that, I don't think it is okay to tell her that your team is not going to respect her. They may not like her initially. They may not understand her or click with her initially. But her as a human, not just a human, but her in a space of authority, she deserves respect from her team. I don't care how we may feel about her leaving. I don't care how we may feel about not knowing her or not knowing what she's going to, bring to the table or take away. At the end of the day, this woman is a human and she deserves our respect because she is a human. It doesn't make any sense. Now, you might want to ease in to earn more respect, but you have to respect someone in authority. You have to respect someone coming in. You don't want her to come in and change things. And that's okay, but sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is necessary. But you can't, there's absolutely no way I would be okay with someone telling me they're not going to respect you. And why not? Now, that means you're not doing something correct. I wish I would go to an adult, say, hey, can you watch my kids? Now, they're not going to respect you. Oh, yes, they are, because you're a human, number one. Number two, you're an adult, and you have authority over them. Number three, I taught them better than that. And I would hope, whether your parents are still here, whether your parents raised you or not, somebody raised you. And I hope they taught you how to respect a person just because they're a person. And I just feel passionate about that. There may be people that are on drugs, or they may be out on the streets, earning the wage the only way they know how. That does not mean that we discount them as a human. We may not like what they're doing, but that may be the only way they know how to survive. But guess what? They're making their money. If they have a family, they're trying to support their family. And I don't know, sometimes things just click for me. It just clicks, and I'm just it doesn't make sense. Jesus, he treated everyone with dignity and respect. Even the people that persecuted him and killed him, nailed him to that cross. Our heads are so big as humans. We have no idea. We are completely delusional. Completely delusional. We are nowhere near the caliber as Jesus was. He was the only perfect individual on this planet. And if he could treat those individuals that killed him, that nailed him to that cross, put that thorny crown on his head, and shoved that sword or that knife in his side to make sure he was dead, that beat him, opened his back, just whipped him, all the things. People talked about him, they lied on him, all those things. There's no way we could endure that pain. There's no way we could bear that burden. He did that for us. Not for us to treat one another as if, oh, I'm Jesus, you're a peasant. I'm Jesus, you're a tax collector, we don't like it. No, we're all human. And we have to do better. We have to treat one another like we matter, because we all do. Because you don't know what being kind or treating someone like they're human could do for them. Like, there are people who are so far left field because they've been made to feel that they're nothing their entire lives. So they take the slum jobs, or they go and be prostitutes or do drugs because that's their only way of coping. That's the out for them. They may be leaning towards suicide because while suicide and these things are not an answer, it's the only way they know how to solve their problem. And if we're treating them as if, they're a problem and they don't matter and they're not humans, that's only going to make things worse. So my regular individuals, why don't you think about it? Think about a time you've treated someone as if they weren't human. What about in school when you were younger? Or if you're in school now? Are you bullying someone? Have you stood by and watched someone bully someone? What about on your job? Are you gossiping? Are you making fun of them? Are you, I don't know. Are you lying on them? In church? What are you doing? Are you judging them? What are we doing? We have to evaluate ourselves, and we have to check ourselves, because we are all, every single being that was born, created, however we were, whoever we are, wherever we are, however we are, still a human nevertheless. And we all deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. Our regular individuals, reflect on that. Leave something in the comment. I bet you not a single person has the guts to admit that they've treated someone as if they didn't matter. So allow me to be the first. Let me think. I know I have. Probably people who are different from me, even though, I'm really interested in people who are different from me. But I can say, let's see, maybe people who did drugs. Because I had an incident when I was a kid that made me completely afraid of people who drink or do drugs. So I never wanted to be around them. Oh, it's something wrong with them. Like, I don't want to be around them. They're not human. They're nothing. They can stay away from me. No, that's not okay. Because I don't know what their burdens are. I don't know what cross they're carrying. Someone who's hurt me in my past. Oh no, I don't care nothing about their life. Like, they can die. In fact, if I'm being 100% honest, 1,000% transparent, my family, my mom and I, we weren't talking for a couple years because I felt like she really hurt me. And there was a time where I was like, I don't care if that woman dies. She don't mean anything to me. I'm not even going to go to her funeral if she died. Like, what? This woman gave birth to me. And though she hurt me to the core, like, she gave birth to me. She gave me life. But not only that, somebody gave birth to her. I don't know what. I didn't know what her pain was. She didn't disclose that stuff. But she was a mother, and she could have aborted me. She could have gotten rid of me. She didn't. That pain wasn't enough to make me say those things. Those were horrible, horrible things to say. And though I felt it at that time, had she died in real life and I didn't go, like, I would feel like crap. Nobody deserves that. But my regular individuals, that's me, taking accountability, owning my wrong. Of course I apologized. Of course I went to therapy and dealt with that. Of course I went back to her and we hashed some things out, and we had the best relationship since then. That's what was for a couple years. I mean, right now, we're not communicating, but that's okay. She still deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, and I guarantee you, if she needs anything, I'm here. So I was the first, my regular individuals. Have you treated anybody like they didn't mean anything? Until next time, I'll see you later.